Hey, what's going on, fire signs? I am your dope astrologer and tarot reader. Let's see how this Mercury retrograde will affect each sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Really quick, Mercury retrograde is when the planet seems to move backwards from the view of planet Earth, right? And so during this time, we can experience breakdowns in Mercury type things, including the way we think, the way we process information, the way we communicate, our electronics. Things could happen in our interpersonal communications with our close friends, things going on in our neighborhood. There could also be breakdowns of communication between you and your siblings, or, if you have cousins that are like your siblings. This is giving me Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde energy for this Mercury retrograde, because Mercury just got out of Scorpio, which is Pluto. So you probably experienced some instances where you found out information within the last couple of weeks to a month. New information, things that maybe you suspected, you get confirmation. The truth about people in certain situations comes out, stuff like that. And so you have probably been thinking about that, ruminating on that, and probably plotting and or to see how you are going to get out of this situation, or how you're going to get over it, how you're going to heal. Some of you could be like, I wish you well in hell. Some of you definitely want your clap back. So with Mercury then going into Sagittarius, right now, it is 6 degrees Mercury, starting to move back. This could, you could start being more vocal about whatever it is that made you feel away a month or so ago. Like, you may want to get therapy. You may just want to, finally tell your friends or the people that you work with, the people that you see on a daily basis, how something made you feel. Some of you could be in a space where you're like, 6 degrees, 6th house energy. You could be telling people, okay, I'm over it. I've healed from that. I'm ready to move on. And from there, you could be expressing, as a collective, we could be expressing right now, I'm good on that. I'm over it. No, I've moved on. You're very expressive. You're expressing how you feel about someone. Fire is passion. You may not have any passion for this person, or you may decide, or someone may decide about you that they still have passion for you. And so that's where the communication from past people, exes, comes into play. You could also have some type of communication that comes up with an older gentleman in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be a family member. Issues with the law or legal stuff could come up again. And as it gets back into as it retrogrades back into Scorpio, this is when you've had a moment to like think about, maybe you said that you were over it, but you lied, and now you in your feelings because Mercury is back in Scorpio, and it's making you go back down to the depths of your soul and what you thought you buried and was gone for good, no, it's coming back up. You still got feelings for that dude. You still got feelings for that girl. You're still not over this disappointment. You still remember how so-and-so had you messed up when they made that comment on your page. Like, you know, it's like you could possibly start to think about those people, places, and things that bother you. So that's the type of energy that we're talking about, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. 1 minute you're good, and then you like, hold up, you know, you could discover something else with this Mercury retrograde about a situation where you thought you knew everything, or a situation where you thought you were over it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not to say that what you find out will work negatively against you, or, you know, will be bad. It just means that that's the energy that we're dealing with. Okay, so let's start with, I have Leo on my lips. So let's start with Leo. All right, what is this Mercury retrograde bringing you, Leo? Leo, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are safe, Leo. This Mercury retrograde is in your 4th and 5th house. Maybe you met someone. Maybe you're starting to be a little bit more social, or you have been. And there's something that could make you retreat back into the house, back into hermit mode. It could be, Leo, that you are kind of over the social scene right now. You could be, you know, maybe if you're single, you're out there and you're like, you know, I'm not really attracting the type of people that I want to go out with. So let me just stay in the house, you know. Let me stop, you know, dressing up every other day, and let me just, you know, be by myself. Because Scorpio is in your 4th house. There could be some things about your family, Leo, that comes up. You know, doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, bad or, you know, unfortunate. But yeah, some information about your family. You could come to some type of revelation. We're talking about Pluto, basically Pluto and Moon, the house of the moon, the 4th house. So something is happening that could change your emotions or your point of view about something literally in seconds. You know, regarding something that was not known to you. Someone may have tried to keep this from you. What that could be, you get a personal reading from me, and I can tell you what I pick up. That information is in the description box. But what it could be, you know, it depends on what you're doing now and what's going on in your life. It could be related to your dating life. It could be related to children, or the person that you have children with. Could be a reunion of some sort. You running into someone with the 3 of Cups. Someone that you haven't let go of with the Tower. Someone that you're very stagnant with your emotions. Some of you are in limbo. You don't know if you should let go of this person, or someone doesn't know if they should let go of you, and they haven't, with the Tower in reverse. This could be a situation where one or both of you, Leo, feel like you should, because maybe this is something that can only be casual with the 3 of Cups. What's the outcome? Aquarius, water is here. Aquarius, Aries is here. What's the best case scenario outcome for this Mercury retrograde? What could happen for Leo and their person? Four of Wands. Tenderoni by Bobby Brown is playing right now. That song could be significant, or you look at this person like that, like, oh, you know, that's my Bookie Bear, that's my Tenderoni, you know. Four of Wands is the outcome, some type of coming together, maybe even a celebration of some sorts. This is also giving me makeup sex, or people, you know, making up. Maybe there is like I said, some of you could run into this person or get invited out, and it could be a happy reunion. Okay. Yeah, it could be at a party. You could be dealing with another fire sign, another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So yeah, I feel like you're not over someone, and or they're not over you, and it's a high possibility, especially with this being the holiday season, that the two of you could be in the same place, and it will be a very happy, passionate reunion. All right, Leo, I hope that was helpful. I hope that can give you some comfort. Like I said, if you want a personal Mercury retrograde reading, the information is in the description box. I'll send you a little private video just like this, and you can keep it forever and ever, and feel free to some people that it's cool, some people, they'll comment on their they'll comment on their reading, you know, like giving me updates. The video link is private, you know, so it's just me and you that's seeing it. But yeah, and they leave like little comments updating me on, you know, what's happened and all of that. So I'm being told to go to Aries. Okay, Aries. This Mercury retrograde is hitting your personal, private life house, 8th house, Pluto energy. This is like giving me explosion or explosive emotions right now. So be careful. There could be some type of situation that makes you go off at work, Aries. Be careful of that for the next couple of days. And this could be related to things that someone has physically done against you, or you have physically done against them. It could be, you know, someone is missing being intimate with you, you know, the physical act of being intimate. Someone could miss, you know, working out with you. But it's something physical that's coming into play here, Aries. And it could be coming up in, you know, conversation. Someone could hit you up and be like, hey, you want to hook up? You know, I'll take you to dinner, da, da, da. Or, hey, you want to work out? Or, you know, it's something physical. Even if it's like a writing partner or something like that. For some of you. But whatever this is, it's like, it's something private. Something private that you did to someone or they did to you. And this is probably, or it will be discussed in the next few days. Or, you know, you'll feel like someone is giving you a hint that they want to hook up, or, you know, they want to hang out again or something. Now, what exactly do they want to talk to you about? I may be able to give you that information in a personal reading. Is it something that you're anxious about, that makes you anxious? It could be something for some of you. You feel like whatever this is, you know, if it's sex, it could be something that you feel binds you to this person. Some of you feel like you're a fool for this person, but this is the energy of someone going out on a limb, you know, no longer being hesitant about Talking about something that's been on their mind heavy, Aries. King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you feel conflicted with whoever this person is because they could be a jerk. They could be someone, you know, as an example, you know, they're seeing other people and you're willing not to see other people. Or you feel like you don't want to be with someone that makes you feel like you're competing for their affection. But it could be something that they are doing physically, Aries, that is keeping you bound to this person. Like, oh, I think it's going to be different this time. The Fool, you know, it may be. I have a lot of hope. I've been praying. I've been doing my manifestations. It's going to be different this time. And you know, like this person, that although they may be a good provider, or they have a lot of financial stability, they could be very selfish with it. They may not want to like do nice things for you. They may not take you anywhere. They may not date you or pursue you, or this is someone who always wants you to like foot the bill for stuff. They want you to pursue them, you know, chase and all of that. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, maybe not, or someone who has that energy, Aries. So what's the outcome this Mercury retrograde is bringing for Aries? Messages with the Page of Cups. Flirting messages, bringing up old stuff, bringing up whatever it is that you used to do or they used to do that made them feel good and all, you know, mushy inside, and it makes them, you know, remember why they liked you and why they're attracted to you and why they feel so bound to you, Aries. It could be a message. It could be it could be extremely, well, I don't want to say extremely. It could be very sexual in nature, so much to the fact that it's kind of a turn off for some of you. Yeah, it may make you want to fight. They may say something to make you want to fight, or it triggers you with the Five of Swords here. You could also feel like this person is trying to manipulate you into something. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that was helpful. Again, if you want a personal reading, I am offering Mercury retrograde readings on my site. That information is in the description box. You can either send me when you order from the site, you can put all of your information in there, including your email, name, people involved, stuff like that. But you can also either email me the information or send it to my Instagram. All of this is on the site. So, yeah. All right, let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this Mercury retrograde is in your sign, starting out in your sign, and will end in your sign. So a lot of you will feel extra chatty, talking about your experience, what you've been through to get to someone who is, you've evolved, you've elevated, you've learned another lesson, you've reached another level. And unfortunately for some of you, this is because you had to go through some type of hurt, pain, disappointment, something that was something that really triggered your mental illness in a negative way. Mental health could be very important for you. You could be thinking about people, places, and things that triggers anger, triggers depression. You know, it makes you isolated. It makes you want to hide, either physically, like you don't want to go anywhere, Sagittarius, or you try to block it out of your mind mentally. So you're either going through that or you have gone through that, and you could be at a point between now and the next couple of days, although Mercury retrograde lasts for 6 weeks. But for the next few days, if for the most part you feel like you've healed from something, you know, maybe you were just really sad for a couple of days, you could be at a point now where you're looking back on it and saying, man, you know, well, I guess I had to go through that to learn this, or I guess, you know, I found this out and it hurt, but you know, this came up and it hurt, but you are now like looking at it on the other side. The moon is here. Your emotions have been at the forefront. What else we got? The Emperor. So now some of you are going from being uber emotional about something that came up, someone that came up, to a point where you're like, you're delegating your emotions almost. Some of you, I feel, you could be into transmuting your anger into something positive. So working out could be one. Some of you could be creative. Some of you could, you know, just find other hobbies that make you not think about this thing or this person. A Cancer could be significant. An Aries, Pisces. Oh. Three of Cups in reverse. Some of you need to get out. What is this Three of Cups in reverse? You all could have found out something that caused you to isolate as well. Did I say that for Leo or Aries? I can't remember. Seems to be a lot of that going on because, like I said, a lot of us have gone through the last month or so finding out information that was shocking, that we didn't know, that could have made us feel angry, sad, disappointed, or happy even, you know. So all of this came out for when I was trying to clarify the Three of Cups in reverse. Some of you are evolving into your King of Cups or Queen of Cups energy. Doesn't matter about the gender, but what this does tell me is a lot of you have gotten over, for the most part, whatever that bothered you, and you are able to regulate your emotions. You're able to act and think more emotionally mature. You know, some of you, you know, you have your moments where you vent and you're like, wow, I was really bugging like that. Like, you know, like you could be thinking about it now, Sagittarius, like it really wasn't that deep. I mean, it hurt, but you know, it really wasn't that deep, you know. You could even be thinking with the Seven of Pentacles here, with the Five of Cups in reverse, you could really be thinking, Sagittarius, was this person or was this thing really a loss? Did I really lose anything? You know, they could be a earth sign, but okay. What else? Oh, so yeah, you're getting over something. You're getting over a secret that you found out that came out. Some of you are just getting over being confused about a situation as well. What's the outcome for this Mercury retrograde for Sagittarius? Slow movement, and I know that's going to make some of you even more ticked off. It probably, you know, for you, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, it could have been like a hard 2 years for you. I ain't even gonna leave you hanging like that. Let me clarify this, Sagittarius. There's some song playing right now. Now that I've found true love before, I've never heard this song before. That could be what this is saying, that it's like you looking back, like I was saying earlier, on the situation, and it took you a minute to see the heartbreak for what it was. Yes, it hurt, but some of you could be coming to a realization that the situation is what it is. I can't control it. The only thing that I can do is control my emotions. The only thing I can do is be emotionally mature. What is this trying to say? Queen of Wands reverse, fire energy. Sagittarius, I feel like this is giving you a warning. And y'all, I just give y'all the energy that I get. I feel like this is giving you a warning, Sagittarius, especially with the Queen of Wands being here in reverse like this. If you are plotting, which this Mercury retrograde going back into Scorpio, like I just said in the introduction, if you didn't listen to the introduction, read the introduction, because I talked about this. This is like, if you're planning revenge, first of all, you're not over the situation or the person, which is cool. But some of you may plot to do something and it's going to break your own heart. It's going to backfire on you. Because if you're going through all of this to try and do something, although it may be warranted in some situations for you to feel that angry, it's like, is the person worth this energy? Me possibly being locked up. What in the, no. This looks like a judge. You know, it could be a police officer, someone in law enforcement, someone in the judicial system. You know, don't plot. You can plot all day, but I'm telling you, this is giving me the energy of it backfiring if you try to do something to someone. So some of you are seeing two people, or the person that you're dealing with could be seeing two people, or you could feel like you met someone with genuine emotion and you didn't get anything out of it. Some of you are lying to yourself that you got over this and you haven't, because something is triggering anger here. Okay, so that's the message for you. There's no real outcome, because this depends on if you do something or not, Sagittarius. But I'm telling you, this energy is giving me, if you do something, it's gonna backfire on you, or it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Okay, so again, if you want a personal reading and this, this resonated for you, click that link in the description box. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.